Hello and welcome to the Hot Dog and a Handshake Pro Wrestling Show. I am your host, Jayden Ginswider. Joining me here is my co-host, Shane Price. Shane, how you doing this week?
Allergic. My God, I'm good though.
Yep. So my collar and elbow question for you this week. Is Big E a Hall of Famer? So in your mind, now obviously the WWE Hall of Fame is incredibly easy to get into. He'll get into it, right? But in your mind, is he a Hall of Famer? Resume, one-time WWE champion, two-time IC champion, eight-time tag team champion. He won the NXT title, 2021 Men's Money in the Bank. Two times he was part of the PWI Tag Team of the Year. He won a Wrestling Observer Newsletter Best Gimmick with the New Day, and he was number 9 in the 2022 PWI 500. Is that a Hall of Fame resume to you?
I think being a world champion it's a good case.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he makes it in solo work wise, but he 100% makes it in as a member of the New Day for sure.
Yeah, that's why it was kind of more of a specifically him question. The New Day, obviously, I think makes it in
Just
to
him,
any
I don't
wrestling
think
Hall of
so.
Fame.
I don't think so. I think just him is not a strong enough case as compared to the New Day because his solos run wasn't as memorable as um Kofi's was, but he also got one, and his Savior didn't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Xavier only had that little King of the Ring run. Never really got a full solo run. Yeah, I think I can agree with that. I don't know if I necessarily see him as a Hall of Famer by himself. But for sure with the New Day. Let's see, news this week. I haven't had time to get around to Dynamite from this week yet. Well, we can talk about it more next week. I imagine our focus will mostly be on Grand Slam Australia next week, though. But Kyle Fletcher, new TNT champion. Tekla, new AEW Women's champion. What do you think of these two title changes?
Yeah, I think they're good. They're both good title changes. Kind of weird they happened here and not in Australia,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not a big deal. I guess it's not a huge, but it's you know
Mm-hmm.
a big Dynamite. Um, I did watch it. I will say, um, if you were listening to this podcast, you haven't watched it for some reason, you need to go watch that Fletcher Chama match right now. Put the
Yeah,
pause the podcast, open a new tab, open up that match.
I'm excited to get into it. I'll probably get to it tonight, but yeah, I thought it was interesting. Um, I was really surprised by honestly, I was really surprised by both of them, but I think Tekla more than Kyle Fletcher. It I don't know, just kind of felt really out of the blue. Kyle Fletcher, at least there's kind of some story there,
Yeah, Fletcher,
but
it kind of
Tekla,
they're building on something there. Tekla, just give her the belt. give the belt
mm-hmm.
to the heel.
Yeah, I guess it works. What did you think of Chris Statlander's time as AEW Women's World Champion?
I it's rough because you want her to do good as champion, but she's been given the belt 2 times and
Yeah, it's tough because
not
like
2 times. She's been had a big title reign twice, and either have been
yeah, she's
really
had two singles titles. Yeah,
exceptional.
yeah, she's one of those wrestlers who for one, it's very exciting to watch the chase. You know, it's kind of like what Hangman has, right? You really love the chase. But and I don't really think it's any fault of her own because like all of her matches were great. I enjoyed everything she did with the title. I really liked the story with Mercedes Moné. But a lot of the time, she just kind of felt like an afterthought, like the fourth or fifth thing happening on AEW TV that week. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Maybe Tekla will elevate that a bit. I don't know. It's tough. We'll see. Getting into that's kind of all I had here. Not really a lot of news this week. That like of any kind of major thing outside of a lot of like GCW stuff that we'll get to later. That was what I saw mostly was kind of a bunch of announcements for like collective stuff. Do you want to predict Grand Slam Australia first or talk about New Beginning first?
Let's predict. Let's not predict. Let's do that. Let's talk about new beginning first.
Okay, New Beginning first. This is New Beginning in Osaka. Happened earlier this week. Start off, we have what is for the foreseeable future the last match of Hiromu Takahashi in New Japan. Hiromu and Taiji beat Francesco Akira and Jacob Austin Young for the United Empire. I thought the United Empire guys put out a great showing. You could really tell that this match mattered to them, being in, Hiromu's last match for now in New Japan. I'm like almost certain he'll end up back there again at some point, but that you tell they took the assignment seriously and they really showed out. So I think shouts out to them. Interesting booking decision to have Hiromu's team win, but Hiromu didn't get the fall. Taiji got the submission. But
Like I texted you when you watched it happen, I'm going to tell you it's because Hiromu believes in superhuman Taiji Ishimori as the future. I know
yeah,
he's 40 odd some years old, but let him go ridiculous every once in a while. It's the best New Japan's been in a while.
exactly. So thoughts on Hiromu and where, I mean, his time in New Japan and where he may go.
It was a really good time in New Japan outside of that year long break because of the neck injury. He did really well. He was the top junior heavyweight for most of his time
I
in.
mean, he's been the face of the junior heavyweight division for the like 5 years now that I've been paying attention to New Japan.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like it's yeah,
He won three in a row in Best of Super
yeah.
Juniors.
I think three in a row, four total.
Just absurd.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, I think I can probably find it actually.
But he was in a good. He was in a big time stable. He was never like a never seen as little as like lower than like I don't know, let's say upper mid card. It's one of those runs you really hope like whoever the new is there a new junior heavyweight deadline that's not named Zane J?
A new junior heavyweight, what? Young
A young
Lion.
lion, yeah.
I don't know. I'm tough on it. Look, I had love New Japan. The Young Lions are basically like minor league baseball players to me.
Look
I'll
at them
I'll
young
find out
lions
about
and
them when they
probably a
start.
small one. Whoever this small one is, I think he's gonna be the
I know about Zane J.
I don't
I know
think
about him.
Zane did. I don't think he's gonna be up in there, but I think we're gonna see somebody from this class kind of
Yeah.
if they're Jimmy kind of jump in there.
Yeah. Okay, so Hiromu won Best of Super Juniors 25, 27, 28, 29. So he won three in a row, 4 out of 5 years.
I think 26 he was out.
Yeah, I think the only one in that 5 year span he didn't win, he was injured because I don't even see him. Yeah, he didn't even participate in 26. So yeah, outside of and he competed in from 2017 to this to 2025. He competed in every Best of Super Juniors except for that year he was out. So for
My man loves a tournament. I don't know what to
man
tell you.
loves a tournament, yeah. So yeah, where do we see Hiromu going? I mean, he's a perfect fit for the conglomeration. Just off the top of my head, he's
He is. He's stupid. He would bring them stupid outfits.
yeah, he's
He's
stupid and
even
colorful. That's what that's
better.
what you got to be a conglomerator.
Unfortunately, I don't know. The rumors are saying WWE. it doesn't feel like they're going to defend WWE.
He also always has that sneaky third option of just trioing up with Naito and Bushi and just hopping around Noah, England, whatever they want to do, kind of thing.
I
Um, and like we said when this was announced, that it was announced this would be his last match in New Japan. It's Hiromu Takahashi. Literally anything's on the table. He could start his own promotion, and I wouldn't be surprised. Like he could,
everybody has to wear stupid shit.
yeah. Yeah. It looks like a Mardi Gras parade every show. um, or like what's the one Carnival? Every show looks like Carnival.
Every show just looks like some new alien world.
Yeah.
Hiromu keeps getting more absurd as the year goes on.
Yeah. So yeah, it's really interesting. We'll see where he goes. And let's see the next match. Let me get out of Hiromu's tournament page here. War Dragons versus Great Okada Hinare. I thought this was a pretty fun match. Not a whole lot going on here. Just kind of continuing the Unbound Co. United Empire, feud here. Never openweight six mans. Bishamon and Oleg Boltin retain against TMDK. I really, really like the trio of Bishamon and Oleg Boltin. It works really well.
Everybody
Whoever
loves Ole
came up with
Bolton.
that cooked. Yeah, whoever came up with that trio idea, whoever was like, let's just throw this big fucker with Bishamon is a
Shout out to
genius.
Kazakhstan, dude, getting
Yeah,
Oleg Bolton and then also a gold medal.
there you go. There you go. Um, yeah. Anything else on that?
No, like you said, it was a good match.
Okay, yeah. That's kind of the last of the first half of the card, and then now we get into like the real meat of the card. Starting with Andrade versus Gabe Kidd, which was just a fun brawl. These guys just doing crazy shit at each other. Andrade wins a shot at Yota Tsuji's global title at the end of this month, beginning of next month, whenever they're doing New Beginning in the USA. Yeah, end of this month. Um, so what do you think of that? Andrade Yota Tsuji in New Jersey.
It's the biggest match in New Jersey since whatever Mania 5 was.
Yeah. Certainly, I think is this the sexiest match New Jersey has ever gotten?
Well, some would say some GCW show, but I would agree with you here.
Yeah.
I know
Um,
people who would say that Joey Janela and Atticus Kogar had the sexiest match in New Jersey history.
yeah. Well, psychopaths, so Atticus Kogar looks like an inbred fish.
that's that's a new one. That is a new one. I'll be real. I have not heard that one before.
uh,
Nope.
so yeah, we'll be getting Andrade Yotasuji. Excited for that. Callum Newman, David Finlay, I liked a lot more than I was expecting going in. Um, I really think Callum Newman's like a bona fide main eventer. I think he'll get another world title shot. He may even be like global champion by the end of this year. Like I think dark horse like G1 guy. I don't think he'll win, but I wouldn't be shocked if Callum Newman's in like the G1 final.
I'd be shocked was in the final. I know they're trying to build him as like the
His heel presentation is awesome. His heel move set is somehow even better than his babyface move set was. Like Callum Newman's really cooking. This match with Finlay was great. And his match with Goto was awesome. Like it really feels like a Callum Newman moment could be happening. Plus, who else does New Japan got right now? Their roster's super depleted.
Yeah, but can Cal Newman do it on a cold, rainy night? Well, it won't be cold. On a warm, rainy night in Chicago, in Hoffman Estates, Illinois,
Yeah, I think so.
on my birthday.
He has a style that the American crowd would really get behind.
I could see that. I could see
He
that.
is in that. Obviously, I'm not comparing his ability to these people, but he's in kind of that AJ Styles, Will Ospreay kind of genre of wrestler, and that gets super over here. Um, so I like that. I'm excited to see where they go with that. David Finlay kind of feels like he's in like a weird, um, kind of I don't know, kind of in between phase right now. Like it's odd seeing him not only as kind of a baby face, but also as the second guy at best in his group. Because like Yoda Tsuchi's the leader of Unbound Co. I don't know if this will lead to some storyline with them. Um,
Well, I think he's leaving, so
oh, is he leaving?
yeah,
Okay, where's He's probably going to the Fed then, isn't he?
probably
Where he'll be like fucking what's Finlay's
something,
other son's last name? Connors.
something. Connors, the
He'll read
fittest Finley.
David Finlay will rebrand to being Clark Connors in NXT.
Howdy, partner.
Yeah,
I bought my wheel, partner.
I don't know the way they did. I mean, Uriah is such a weird name, so I
Yeah,
imagine
but
he'll get some
Araya
other
vaguely
weird name.
sounds Irish when you like think
Yeah,
about it.
yeah. I don't know any other Irish names.
Steven. He'll be Steven Connors.
Yeah, he'll be Liam Connors or something, or like what else would be Irish? What would
Fit,
be
fit,
Irish?
fit Connors.
Fit Connors. Yeah. Um, that is I just kind of on a side note that birthright stable thing. Did you realize that nobody in that stable has like the gimmick last name of their parent?
Ha! It's
Like
my
Ariana
birthright.
Grace is Santino Morella's daughter, right? And then Uriah Connors is Finlay's son, Charlie Dempsey's Regal's son, and Channing Lorenzo, who's his dad, or
Somebody.
who's his parent? Channing Lorenzo.
Oh, the storyline fiance, the storyline son-in-law of Santino Morella.
Oh, that's why he's in it.
Yeah,
He's not
they
a
should
nepo
kick
baby.
him out and put Brooks Jensen in this group.
Yes, that's what I was going to bring up. Brooks Jensen should be in this.
We're big Buchanan heads over here.
Yes. And then there was another one I'm forgetting, but
No,
yeah.
problem with the name of the group. Problem with the name of the group. I want you to go to Google right now. Just go to Google. Look up
Well,
birthright, just the word birthright, and what do you get?
it sounds like it's gonna be a right wing dog whistle.
Birthright
Oh,
is
yep,
the it's the trip to
yep.
Israel.
Yikes!
WWE presents Invasion October 7th, featuring Birthright.
Oh my god.
Live in
God.
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens with David Finlay. Um. Next was Rin Narita beat Aaron Wolf in 2 minutes via House of Torture shenanigans. Kind of lame, but I don't know. Guess we'll see where it goes.
Well, somebody out there loves house shenanigans. Unfortunately, that person is Gato.
Well, it's Gato, and apparently it's the Japanese crowds. I don't know. I don't know why they love House of Torture so much, but it gets over. In Rin Narita, I mean, what, like him or Doki are probably the best wrestler in House of Torture.
Well, probably currently, yeah. But
It's a really low bar.
if we give Kanemaru those Rey Mysterio stem cells,
Yeah, dude, Kanemaru and Rey Mysterio Sincells would do some crazy shit. Kanemaru with Rey Mysterio Sincells could sell out the Tokyo Dome. If they want to sell out next year, Kanemaru with Rey Mysterio stem cells. Um. So what do you think of the decision though to take the title right off of Aaron Wolf like a month later? I mean, I
stupid.
know it's the never title; it bounces all around. But what would you say?
I still think it's stupid.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they'll have him win it back, create more of a chase angle. I don't know. I don't know what the idea is. Um, I just know Gato's a terrorist. Next, Knockout Brothers, Shota Umino, Yuya Uemura. This was match of the night for me. These guys fucking killed it. It was awesome. These are easily the two best tag teams in New Japan right now. With I think Bishamon maybe kind of right there in third. But they're kind of more in the trios division. I love it. I really like, honestly, as depleted and weird as New Japan feels right now, the tag team division feels really fun. You have these two teams. You have the War Dragons. You have, um, like I said, Bishamon. You have great combinations in all the other stables that we've seen. I kind of like it. I like where we're at tag team wise, which is odd. Usually, New Japan tag teams kind of like just randomly thrown together guys from stables, but it's kind of in a fun place. I don't know. What'd you think of the Knockout Brothers versus Shota Umino and Yuya Uemura?
It was definitely match of the night, as you said. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I think New Beginning was kind of whatever. It picked
Yeah,
up at the end, but just the low of Aaron Wolf losing the belt to the
yeah,
highs of the Knockout Brothers. It's tough to really watch this whole show front to back and say, "Wow, I was really impressed."
yeah. I think
With
if you're picking and choosing, I would start with the Andrade Gabe Kidd match. Honestly, I think really what you need to watch from this is Andrade Gabe Kidd, the tag team titles, and the Callum Newman David Finlay match. I think those are the three that really stuck out to me as like should watch. And then the War Dragons, Hanari Great Okan was fun too if you wanted to get into that, but I don't know. What do you think of the main event, Jake Lee, Yota Tsuji?
um, it was a match that I didn't really enjoy.
Yeah, it kind of
It
dragged
wasn't
on a lot.
bad,
Yeah.
but if Jake Lee is the first challenger and you're big, we're gonna make this the New Japan belt. This is for all the New Japan guys. And the guy and your first guy is and your first guy is the guy you have zero chemistry with, who is not a New Japan guy.
Also, yeah, he's still in my mind a Noah guy. He hasn't established himself in New Japan
Which is
enough.
funny because he was in Noah for like a year.
I think that's just because that's where I first heard of him.
That's right.
He
That's right.
he first came across my desk as a Noah guy. Um, yeah, I can agree with that. I feel like if it was like a 15-minute match, it would have been better. It just felt like way too long. It was like a 24-minute match. But you're not going to really get anything under. Uh, you're not really going to get anything under 20 minutes for the IWGP title ever. Really, it's very rare, I would say. But I love the new belt. I love Tanahashi out there holding it up. That was fun. And then I really like the end with Yoda Tsuji honoring Hiromu and having all those guys out there. That was fun.
And you
Yudo
know what? It's
Ice
just
in tears.
Bumbleclass.
So yeah, new beginning, like you said, I think overall kind of just a mid New Japan show. It's really tough right now for New Japan. I think as time goes on, the the gap between them and AEW keeps getting wider for me. As like the second and third best promotion, or second, third biggest promotions. I definitely think they're the first and second. Well, I don't even know first, second best promotions, but I'd have to really think about what I like here. But as far as as far as biggest promotions, obviously WWE still won no matter how bad the card is. But the race between AEW and New Japan, it's never been super close for 2 and 3, but it's the widest it's ever been. I don't know what your thoughts would be on that, but
I mean, it just kind of sucks. You know?
yeah. Um, I still think they're putting on good shows. Like I didn't watch this and like walk away thinking New Beginning was like a waste of my time,
Yeah.
But it it sucks that it's not meeting the bar that New Japan set for me when I started watching in like 2021, 2022.
Which
Um,
is crazy because I feel like personally, at that point, I feel like the bar had already gone. I feel like in 21, 22,
yeah,
it was already past, it's already jumped the shark, and I was already past its prime.
yeah. Like it's definitely like from what I've watched of like 2013 to 2018, like that's definitely better than any time in New Japan that I've been a fan. But it set a certain standard in my mind. Even then, like I even 21, 22 set a certain standard in my mind that they're now not. So I guess what we're finding here is that since AEW hopped on the map, it's been a steady decline for New Japan.
Well, especially in the West, where you know you lose all your top guys to AEW because now there's a place where they can wrestle, and now to deal with WWE, and then you have the fact the yen is so crappy that you can't really pay them. You can't really defend these guys' contracts against AEW because they're offering them way more money than you can even hope for.
Even a modest small AEW contract is better on paper than a great New Japan contract. Yeah. Um,
If they offer you 300,000 yen a month to come wrestle for New Japan.
what is that, like $16?
No, it's more. But the problem is, I make more than that working at a goddamn grocery store.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. I wonder what like right,
300,000
USD.
yen is just below $2,000.
Yeah, yeah,
Whereas
that is true.
I'm maxed out at 15 and a half an hour, and that's $2,200.
Yeah, so that's crazy. That is part of it for sure. I think part of it is New Japan before AEW was filling a role in Western culture that AEW just kind of took. They just kind of
Yeah,
took
AEW
that
just
market
yeah, yeah.
even before, even when but when the only New Japan guys they stole were Cody, Kenny, Hangman, the Bucks. They like at the very beginning, they kind of market corrected New Japan, and then as time went on, they got Okada and Osprey, and you know all these other guys from New Japan, Shibata. Um, so which I know the Shibata thing's different, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So part of it is that AEW really did take they took up the market space that New Japan was taking up, filled the role New Japan was filling in people's lives. But I still think they have a great Western audience. I think there's a lot of people who do still follow AEW and New Japan, but we'll see. Like I said, we just need to give them time to build new young lions up, and that's what we're seeing right now. Look at the guys that we were just talking about. The best match of the night was the Knockout Brothers, who just got back from excursion not that long ago. And Uemura and Umino, who are young stars on the rise. Yota Tsuji finally hit that level. Um, it's interesting. It's also interesting how Gaijin heavy it feels right now. It feels very more. I feel the lack more on the Japanese star side than on the Gaijin side. Part of that is really that more of who they've lost recently have been Japanese guys.
Yeah,
Okada, Naito, Shibata, Tanahashi, Hiromu now, Bushi. Um,
but I mean,
I'll-
they still gained Darren Wolf, and
yeah, that's true. That's true.
that's a
And like I said,
huge
the Knockout
gain.
Brothers, Yudo Ice is killing it. But even then, the Knockout Brothers is a Japanese and Gaijin tag team. The other thing we liked, Bishamon Oleg Bolton. There's a Gaijin in there. Andrade Gabe Kidd, Gaijin. Cal Newman, David Finlay. That's a Gaijin versus Gaijin match. It's really interesting, kind of where they are. Jacob Austin Young and Francesco Akira, who showed out, both Gaijin. It's just a really interesting space for New Japan right now. And even Zane J, the only young lion we mentioned today, he's a Gaijin. It's
Yeah.
really odd where they are in their roster building right now. But all right, any other thoughts on New Beginning?
Oh, I think we've touched on everything I wanted to say here.
Okay, let's get into Grand Slam Australia predictions. Um, get it here. I won the Royal Rumble. That was our last prediction, 39-35. Currently up 70-53 on points, 2-0 on wins. So, Shane, we have 6 matches announced for Grand Slam Australia. So 6 points is your maximum confidence. Let's start off with the hair versus hair match between the team of Orange Cassidy and Tony Storm and the team of Wheeler Yuta and Marina Shafir. Who you
I
got, Shane?
I want I still want you to lose. I want to do that. I want to just give him a regular haircut.
God, bald Wheeler Yuta would be so funny. Oh, God. So you gonna go OC and Tony then?
Yeah.
All right. And how many points do you want to put on that?
How many is that, Max?
6.
I'll go 3.
3. All right. The Babes of Wrath defending against Mega Bad for the
For the
AEW World Tag Team titles
I think I'm gonna go.
or Women's Tag Team titles, whatever.
It better be Bears of Wrath.
Babes of Wrath. All right. How
We're
many
not
points?
at the point where we give Mercedes Monet a title again yet. So I'm gonna go
It's
with
not Mercedes
5.
Moné. That's
Oh,
Megan Bain and Penelope Ford.
misheard the tag team on the other side. I still don't. I think of the 2 title changes. It's not the time to do this one.
Okay. So you going 5?
Yeah.
I also went Babes of Wrath 5. And I said I was going OC and Tony. I don't think I said 4 points on that one. So I went OC and Tony for 4. John Moxley versus Konosuke Takeshita for the AEW Continental title. It's a tough one.
It is. Um, Konosuke. I'm gonna go Takeshita. I think the
Okay.
implosion of the family starts here
Okay. How many points?
too.
Two. All right, I went Moxley for 3. Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe ladder match for the TNT title.
Fletcher 6.
That's also what I have here. Andrade El Idolo versus Adam Page for number 1 contendership to the AEW Men's World title.
Andrade.
Andrade. Okay. You have 1 and 4 left. What do you want to put on this?
I'll go 1.
Go 1. All right, so that leaves you 4 points for MJF Brody King, AEW Men's World Championship.
Begrudgingly MJF.
MJF for 4. I went Brody for 1. I think there's a chance it happens. It's kind of my upset pick, but it'd be great. Brody King walking into Minneapolis in a couple weeks with the AEW World title.
It would be pretty baller.
Yeah, and like I've said before, MJF could just win it back at some point. Like he could be just like a little blip in the middle of what is an otherwise decent long reign. Or Brody King just go on a tear with the AEW World title. Either way, I think this is a great opportunity here to make Brody King. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Tape up the light tubes, take the door off its hinges. It's time for Shane's GCW corner.
So we have to talk about the J Cup tournament.
Yep.
KJ Arson defeats Teriyaki. Let's go through who went through the first round. KJ Arso, Melee Reese, Darian Bankston, Jonathan Gresham, Vengador, Charles Mason, and Billy Starks all made it through to the second round. YDMP, Tyler McDrew, so neither of them went on,
Mm-hmm.
giving Charles Mason the bye. Then the following rounds, we saw Billy Starks take on Reese to win. KJ Orso beat Vengador, and Gresham beat Bankston. Then in the semis, Starks beat Orso, and Mason beat Gresham. And then
Mm-hmm.
in the final kind of depends on your opinion about Charles Mason. Um, One of the biggest fan. He
Mm-hmm.
won. He beat Billy Starks. It was
And
5 minutes
Mason beat Billy Starks in the final.
in the final. In 5 minutes.
Huh.
Um, it wasn't a good match,
Okay.
and I feel like Charles Mason wasn't really given time to show himself as a wrestler. He wrestled 3 way better wrestlers than him in every one of his matches.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I mean, he's wrestling Eric Stevens, Jonathan Gresham, and Billy Starks. Of course, he's gonna be wrestling three better wrestlers in that match. But you know, it's just rough. But
Mm-hmm.
GCW does return this week with 2 shows: the Colas Winter 4 and Holy Smokes. We'll start with Holy Smokes. There's less announced for that at the moment. Actually, no, there's not. It's Sunday. That's on Sunday, of course. We have Atticus Kogar versus Sam Stackhouse for the world title, depending on if Atticus wins tomorrow. We'll see Vengador return to active GCW. He takes He takes on Ray Horus.
Mm-hmm.
We have El Phantasmo making his second appearance in GCW. He'll take on Alec Price. That's all a cage match has, but I know there's more because it's in 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Otis Hogarth takes on Shotzi Blackheart. Hammerstone makes his return to GCW against Jordan Oliver. Juicy Finale takes on CPA. The Clowns from Juggalo Championship Wrestling take on Cyclope and Viperous. And then one of two really big matches this weekend. Effie takes on One Called Manders in a one-on-one contest. Moving
Nice.
to LA, we have Ultra title match, Otis Kogar versus Cyclope. We have Matt Tremont versus Cruel. We have Starboy ND, which is Starboy Charlie and YDMP versus Gringo Loco, Vengador, and Ray Horus. KJ Orso versus ELP, Manders Hammerstone, and Do or Die, Now or Never, Atticus Kogar versus Alley Catch. And I just went over this one. Hey, who's your favorite mid 2000s WWE mid Carter with a submission finisher?
Did Paul London have a submission finisher?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, damn, I can't remember. I couldn't remember what his finish was off the top of my head. Favorite mid 2000s WWE mid Carter with a submission finisher. Fuck, who had submission finishers? It's like I know all this shit, but then you put me on the spot and I can't think of a single finishing move. Is it Chris
They made
Masters?
it. Yeah, Chris Masters. Chris Masters, Joey
Is it really?
Janela. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I'm gonna go to some announcements because that's where the fun I think really is here. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
in Chicago, Violence Forever takes on the fucking Clowns. Gringo Loco gets a title shot. And now let's move on to the collective. Mad Dog Connolly, Jordan Blade, Brick Savage, and Alley Catch all going to Big Gay Brunch.
Nice.
Fuminori Abe is going to Bloodsport. Big
Of
fan of
course,
how
that's
there's
expected.
no WWE names on this on Gears because if there's a WWE wrestler and Fuminori Abe on the same show, I'd probably lose my marbles.
Yeah,
And then the big one, the big
unless it was
announcement.
like Gable.
I guess Gable, I guess is fine. Gunther would be awesome. And the big one
Mm-hmm.
at
Mm-hmm.
Joey Janela's Spring Break X, the Sandman's last match. The Sandman versus the Invisible Man,
The Sandman versus the Invisible Man.
which was lobbied for, pitched by the Sandman himself.
Yeah, incredible. King shit.
I told
There.
my other friends there is only one true art form, and it is professional wrestling. Folks,
Mm.
when this match happens, I think wrestling will end after it's over. We have peaked as a species, maybe? Nay, as a universe.
Yeah, yeah. The universe will just black out when this match is over.
The Sandman hits his head with the beer for one more time, and that's it. Just the fun.
Absolutely.
David Bowie's Hero starts playing. The credits start rolling.
Yep. God, I'm so excited for that match. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything any company can book that I will be more excited for.
The
Then
Sandman versus Invisible Man
Sandman's Invisible
versus
Man.
Invisible Stan.
Oh my god, that'd be awesome. But I don't think that'll happen. I like literally, legitimately. I can't even like if we got. I the only thing is if somehow like Bloodsport booked like a Gunther versus Moxley or something. That's the only idea I have of anything that would top Sandman versus Invisible Man. Oh, I just had an incredible idea. Aaron Wolf in Bloodsport. There will be a New Japan presence in Vegas.
I don't even think that'd be fair. I
Dude,
mean,
Aaron
literally,
Wolf as the Josh Barnett opponent.
I don't think that'd be fair. Quite fair. I mean, Aaron Wolf's like Aaron Wolf won gold at the 2020 Olympics.
Mm-hmm. Anything else from GCW?
That's all I got for now. I will say that I found a really funny uh, event name on Cage Match. Just looking through everything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's Goth New Year. It happened. It aired a couple days ago. A
Yeah.
little late to the New Year thing, but it is in Australia, so I don't know everything really.
You don't really know how time works down there.
Not yet. It's coming. It's coming, but not quite yet.
Yeah. All right, on to our favorite things of the week. This, of course, is where I hand out the gold, silver, and bronze hot dog. Shane hands out the gold, silver, and bronze handshake. Shane, we'll start with you. What is the bronze handshake this week?
Um, Mad Dog Connolly getting a really bad cut on his forehead and then refusing to go to the doctor until after the match.
Okay.
It was a pretty deep cut.
All right. For my bronze, I'm gonna go Brody King versus MJF from Dynamite. Two episodes ago, or the episode before the most recent one. That was awesome, incredible, just squash match. Um, what do you got for silver?
Knockout Brothers versus the Musketeers.
All right. For my silver, I'm going Callum Newman, David Finlay. That was a great match, like I said earlier. So that's gonna be my silver. What's your gold?
Champa versus Fletcher.
Fletch. Yep. That probably would be on here if I'd gotten to it yet. I'm sure I'm gonna love it. But my gold is gonna be the Knockout Brothers versus Uemura and Umino, the Musketeers. So on to. I guess we don't really have a lightning round this week because we like predicted Collision kind of since it's Grand Slam. So we'll just move on. Would you rather of the week, Shane? It's your turn. Do you got one?
Yeah, it relates to Bloodsport. And when you brought up Aaron Wolf, I kind of tweaked it on the fly. Would you rather have to face Aaron Wolf in a judo match
Okay.
or face that big Georgian dude that had a Bloodsport a couple years back in anything? Because Aaron Wolf, it'll probably be quick. It'll just hurt a lot.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think I go Aaron Wolf because that'll be over fast.
But
Who
the
knows
Georgian
what that
guy,
Georgian is
it might be
capable
the
of?
same thing.
This is true, but like the Georgian guy might be over fast and that I'm just dead. At least I'll survive whatever Aaron Wolf does. I'll be in rough shape for probably a few weeks after, but I'll survive. Um. So yeah, that's it for this week. Classic reviews. We got tons of them out there. Royal Rumble '06, the most recent one. We've been having a lot of scheduling issues trying to get these out. We're going to try to record one tomorrow to get the next one out. That being said, just enjoy wrestling.